दिख रहा है कि बीजेपी अपना हार देखते हुए प्रयास कर रही है कि तृणमूल कांग्रेस के कौन कैंडिडेट हैं, क्या प्रोग्राम है, आगे क्या स्ट्रेटेजी है, वह चुराने का प्रयास किया है। ये दिन दहाड़े डकैती है जो अमित शाह कर रहे हैं, यह उचित नहीं है। इनको मालूम है कि इनके सीट नहीं आने वाले, इनका इंटरनल सर्वे में 25 सीट से ज्यादा नहीं है। इसको देखते हुए यह पूरी तरीके से अपना भड़ास निकाल रहे हैं, इनके अंदर फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो गया है और यह इसलिए इस प्रकार की हरकतें कर रहे हैं।
Anshul continues to stay on with us. Anshul, two big objections being raised by the Trinamool Congress. One directly linked to the IPAC raids carried out in Bengal yesterday, and two against the detention of some of these TMC MPs who were staging a protest just a couple of minutes ago outside Home Minister Amit Shah's office. They're calling this a deliberate attempt to scuttle democracy. Those are the words coming in from several TMC leaders who are posting relentlessly on social media. What's the situation currently in the national capital where these protests were taking place?
Well, the situation is slowly getting back to normal. The traffic operations have now just been started yet again at the Janpat Road, where this entire Kartavya Bhavan is situated, and the protests were happening. Since these protests and detentions were happening, there was a massive traffic jam that happened in this entire area, and now finally, after the police has removed all the MPs, protesting MPs from the gates of the Kartavya Bhavan, the traffic is getting back to normal. Remember, today is a Friday, today is a working day, and since this morning, as the protest had broken out, there was a lot of traffic disruption that had happened, and now the situation is slowly getting back to normal. It is expected, and it has been a call has also been given by the Trinamool Congress to stage a dharna at the residence of the Home Minister as well, which is yet again a very high security area. Security personnel are 24/7 deployed outside the residence of the Home Minister, and if at all any sort of an attempt is made, then definitely we could get to see the same visuals that we just saw happening outside the Kartavya Bhavan as well. So the TMC is claiming that this is a murder of democracy, but yesterday the Enforcement Directorate, probably for the first time, out and released a statement during a search operation that was being carried out. Generally, the Enforcement Directorate gives a statement once the searches comes to an end, and whatever recovery happens, then a combined statement is given. But yesterday, for the first time, the Enforcement Directorate released an official statement during a raid and claimed that Mamata Banerjee barged into the location where the raids were happening and then snatched away crucial documents and electronic devices, is what the ED has claimed at this point in time. And in fact, in that statement, they have also very clearly written that it was an obstruction that was caused by Mamata Banerjee. So definitely the ED is also taking action against Mamata Banerjee for the manner in which she went ahead and stopped government officials from carrying out their duty, which is a liable offence under the BNS as well. So definitely troubles for Mamata Banerjee could increase. But one thing is for sure, that this entire controversy is not going to die down anytime soon, because the TMC is in no mood to back down. As I mentioned, that there are calls of protest that have been given to be done at the residence of the Home Minister, and not only outside the national capital, but today itself, Mamata Banerjee herself would be carrying out a protest march in Kolkata as well. So definitely the temperatures are going to rise between the BJP and the TMC. But yes, the manner in which Mamata Banerjee has gone ahead and quote-unquote obstructed the work of the Enforcement Directorate and its officers, that is something that is going to play a very crucial role over the next few days as the Enforcement Directorate.
Well, political temperatures at its peak currently, and the visuals really speaking for itself here. Anshul, I'll come back to you in just a bit. RP Singh of the BJP joins us on the phone line. Good morning to you, Mr. Singh. What do you make of this? Yesterday, we saw objections being raised by Mamata Banerjee to ED raids at IPAC, and 8 MPs, at least 8 Trinamool Congress MPs, staging a protest outside Home Minister's office this morning in Delhi.
Well, the theatre is not going to help them. The findings will speak for it themselves, and the case is related to coal mining scam, and they are trying to hide something, and they are trying to give shield to certain set of people who are part of TMC, and whole of this sham will not work. हिंदी में कहा होता है एक तो चोरी ऊपर से सीना चोरी. I mean, that's what they are doing today.
The timing of the raids is being questioned here, Mr. R.P. Singh. How do you respond to that? To the allegations to the effect of how political data of the Trinamool Congress, given that this was a consultancy firm, a political consultancy directly working for the TMC, the raids took place. So they're talking about alleged political data being stolen. And all this being done at the behest of the BJP. They're saying that this is shameless misuse of the Enforcement Directorate. What explains the timing?
Well, your channel, other channel showed yesterday that there were files of the West Bengal government in that office. And Mamata Banerjee took away the files of the West Bengal government, stamped as West Bengal government. Now let's know what were the West Bengal government files doing in the office of the consultancy agency. And what were the files? How were the files there? And how did he allowed all these files to go to that office? I mean, it's a private office, it's not a government office. So it's that there is something more fishy to it, there's something much bigger to this, and she needs to answer. And why did she went there and took away those government files, and who sent those files to the first stage?
How are you hoping this is going to calm down, Mr. Singh? We've been discussing how political temperatures are currently at its peak. A lot could depend on the Calcutta High Court hearing set to take place later this afternoon, because there are pleas, counter pleas, and a lot of action set to unfold the next few hours.
Well, let the court take a call on this. I mean, ED has moved to the court for disruption of their work by the elected CM. And let's see how do the court interpret it and how do the court go about it. But fact is that this is totally breakdown of the federal structure by the state government. There's a clear demarcation for what role one has to play, the state in the center. There's a clear directive for the central agencies to work for.
Okay.
But anyhow, let's wait for the court decision.
Okay, we'll try and go over to a TMC voice in just a bit as well for more. But thank you for joining us and sharing your thoughts with us on everything that's been unfolding since last evening. Speaking of which, amid the showdown over IPAC raids, a second complaint has been initiated in the case which has been filed by Mamata Banerjee herself. Do remember, TMC has already filed a plea against the investigative agency ED over the IPAC raids. Earlier, ED also filed a plea against the government, the TMC. Pratik Jain's family has also filed a counter plea against the ED. All hearings are expected to come up today in Calcutta High Court, and this is the latest that we're learning. A second complaint against ED filed by Mamata Banerjee herself. Going across to Kamalika Sengupta joins us with more details. It's a second complaint we're looking at legally as well. This is going to shape up in Calcutta High Court in the next few hours, Kamalika. But tell us a little bit about this complaint.
See, till now, there is one suo motu complaint that has been registered by the Kolkata police against ED. What is the complaint? The complaint is generally when an agency comes, that agency informs the local police. But in this case, the ED did not inform the local police, and there was a law and order situation. Along with that, they have included trespassing, and also what we are coming to know that they stopped the government employee for performing their duty. As when the Kolkata police officers went there, they were stopped by the ED officers, they were stopped by the forces. That's what the sources are telling us. That's the one case. Second case, what we are coming till now, though it was doing the rounds, but Pratik Jain has not filed any case anywhere till now. What we are coming to know is that, which is the biggest break, is that Mamata Banerjee herself has filed, he herself is the complainant, she has filed case against ED. That is something which is very, very, very significant and very important. None other than the chairperson of the party, Trinamool Congress, Mamata Banerjee, she filed, the second case has been initiated by the Chief Minister herself.
So Mamata Banerjee filing this complaint herself, she is the complainant in this case. Once again, really stepping up the ante against the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, she was the one who led the charge for the Trinamool Congress when the raids were taking place at the IPAC office in West Bengal yesterday evening, and that's when it all began. Kamalika, ever since we've seen this relentless attack by the TMC, they decided to take it to streets in the national capital early this morning, and a lot of protests are staged through the day in Bengal too. Give us more details on what kind of a protest is the TMC planning on.
Chief Minister herself will be protesting at around 2 p.m. from Jadavpur bus stand to Hajra. She will be leading the protest, we have come to know. And also in various parts of Bengal, protests will be on. Along with that, what we are coming to know, as right now in Delhi, there is a protest going on, and outside Amit Shah's residence, from where the Trinamool Congress are saying that some of the MPs have been detained. So it is Bengal they are going to do the protest, and also outside Bengal they are planning to do the protest.
A lot of noises being made by the TMC at this point in time, even with regards to the protest staged outside Home Minister Amit Shah's office in Delhi. Some of them have been detained, but they're alleging that they were mistreated by the police personnel there. Give us a sense of what the TMC is maintaining at this point in time, Kamalika.
See, absolutely, the TMC is trying to play on the narrative of victim, that they are the victims, the people who are being tortured, and they are the people TMC is victimized. So this is the narrative. You know, as far as this movement is concerned, Mamata Banerjee took out the issue. The fact that the BJP question is, how can, even if she is a chief minister, she does not have the right to go and intervene into any agency's raid. That no one can do it. They can challenge that in court. They can file any FIR or whatever their point is. But even if she is a chief minister, she cannot go and intervene into an agency's raid.
You know, there are clearly two sides to the story as we speak, and both sides are going to, in fact, be taken up by the Calcutta High Court later this afternoon. Allow me to introduce BJP's Pradeep Bhandari to the broadcast. Good morning, Pradeep. What do you make of this? A lot of allegations coming the BJP's way. Once again, agency misuse is what the TMC is saying. How do you see this unfolding since last evening?
Well, we have the following questions. A, the investigative agency was following the due process of law. B, what is the connection of Trinamool Congress that a sitting chief minister comes to the shield of a due process of law and a action by an investigative agency on a private firm linked to a case which was registered in 2020? What is worrying Mamata Banerjee in the Trinamool Congress so much, and what is in the files that Mamata Banerjee in the Trinamool Congress is attempting to hide? And a larger question, that can a sitting chief minister in this manner, in this procedure, can stop and prevent an investigative agency for following the due process of law and investigating as per the FIR registered in 2020. All of this points towards one thing, that the Trinamool Congress and Mamata Banerjee is fearing that these files will have some direct or indirect linkages to corruption of one or the other Trinamool Congress netas in the 2020 registered FIR involving illegal coal mining.
Their allegations amount to data being stolen by the Enforcement Directorate, so much so that they're linking it to the SR exercise as well. Pradeep.
Well, since the matter is in the High Court, the Honorable High Court will take a call. And if the Honorable High Court believes that what the Trinamool Congress is saying, the Honorable High Court will pass an observation. But as the matter stands right now, any investigative agency is duty bound by law to carry out raids and searches as per a registered FIR of 2020. What the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is doing is she's not following the constitution, but at the same time her actions point towards a larger worry which is there in the Trinamool Congress camp, that this could expose a direct or indirect link with the private firm where the raids is conducted vis-a-vis the corruption of the TMC netas.
The IPAC raids, Pradeep, have also given an opportunity to all of the opposition to unite over this. So we're seeing a lot of support being extended to the TMC by other opposition parties against the BJP, mounting pressure both on the ED and the BJP.
Well, we've seen the same modus operandi when action was taken in the case of liquor scam in Delhi. Let them do any action. We have a simple question: can an investigative agency not carry out raids and searches? Because please note that the raids and searches were not only conducted in Bengal, they were also conducted in many other parts. But this drama and chaos only happened in Bengal because Mamata Banerjee in the Trinamool Congress is worrying that this case might directly or indirectly expose the corruption of the TMC netas, like in the past you have seen by Partha Chatterjee and others.
Many thanks, Pradeep, for joining us with your point of view. Let's see how this plays out. The next few hours extremely crucial to how this shapes up overall. We head into a quick break for now. Lots more lined up when we return. Keep watching.
This is News-18 Network. India's largest news network.
Right. And we are shifting focus to the TMC protest happening in Delhi. Showdown over IPAC raids in Kolkata. 8 TMC MPs staging protest outside Union Home Minister Amit Shah's office in Delhi. And we can see that 8 TMC MPs are staging protest against Union Home Minister Amit Shah after the ED raids at IPAC office in Kolkata. And as we can see that the 8 TMC MPs are sitting outside Union Home Minister Amit Shah's office in Delhi, and we can see that there's a struggle going on between Delhi police officials and the TMC MPs, and they are constantly protesting against Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Now this comes after the AD raided the IPAC office in Kolkata and also the residence of IPAC co-founder Pratik Jain. And as we know that the 8 TMC MPs are protesting outside Amit Shah's office in Delhi, and as we can see, and we can see the high drama in national capital, and let's listen in to what is happening.
Mr. Manoj Kumar Singh, I know it is not your fault. You are acting on behalf of your Home Minister and everybody. Don't touch my MP. Don't touch him. His leg is hurt already.
सर प्लीज आप गाड़ी में चलिए.
ये अस्पताल लेके जाइए आगे. आप आगे.
मैं उठोगे तब तो.
नहीं आप नहीं. खोलो.
ठीक है सर हटवा रहा हूँ.
पूरा ये लगा दिया.
नहीं सर ये सर.
And we are joined by Anshul Singh on this broadcast. Anshul, tell our viewers what is happening in Delhi.
Well, this protest is happening right outside the Kartavya Bhavan, where the Home Ministry is situated, and as you can see in these visuals that MPs from the Trinamool Congress, at least 8 of them have sat on a dharna over there. Remember, this is a very, very high security area, and protesting in this area is absolutely not permitted according to the statement of the Supreme Court as well. There can be no protest that could happen in this region. If at all a protest needs to happen, it needs to happen at Jantar Mantar. Remember, this is right next to the India Gate and the Parliament of India as well. But yes, senior MPs of the Trinamool Congress have reached on the ground, and they have sat on the dharna right at the gate. Remember, this is office hours as well, and the employees, the officers of the Home Ministry and many other ministries that are situated inside this Kartavya Bhavan need to get into their office, and that is becoming a massive issue for them. In these visuals, MPs like Derek O'Brien and other senior MPs of the Trinamool.
Welcome back. We return with breaking news coming in. It's a big statement coming in from US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, who's made this claim. He says the trade deal between India and US could not be finalized because Prime Minister Modi did not dial President Trump, as India was not comfortable with the trade deal. First up, let's play that reaction out.
Sheet the contracts and set the whole deal up. But let's be clear. It's his deal.
Yeah.
Okay? He's the closer. He does the deal. So I said, you got to have Modi. It's all set up. You have to have Modi call the president. And they were uncomfortable doing it. So Modi didn't call. I had negotiated them at a higher rate. So now the problem is the deals came out at a higher rate.
Right.
And then India calls back and says, oh, okay, we're ready. I said, ready for what?
Interesting comment coming in. Siddhant Mishra joins us with more. These are remarks made by US Commerce Secretary, so they cannot be taken lightly. What do you make of his comment when he says that all the Prime Minister Modi had to do was dial President Donald Trump for the deal to come through?
Well, Kutsween, it's the statement made by Secretary Lutnick. In fact, we are still awaiting response from the Indian government. This evening, there's going to be the press conference of Ministry of External Affairs as a spokesperson. Perhaps we will definitely be asking this question about the claims made by Secretary Lutnick over the India-US trade deal, and perhaps he's blaming Indian side for not making that call to President Trump, and because of which the deal could not be signed. Now, Kutsween, we know that from the very beginning there have been some demands by the US side which were not accepted by the Indian side, which Indian side can never accept. Those demands are more market access for agri products, more market access for dairy products, etc., etc. Now, these are some sensitive issues in India, and Indian government has made its position very clear from day one that these markets cannot be opened for the United States. And this is not something which I'm telling for the first time. We have been reporting about it, talking about it from the very beginning. So he's saying that the deal was set. I have arranged everything. The president was awaiting call from Prime Minister Modi, etc., etc. But he did not elaborate that what were the conditions on which this deal was finalized by him. What was he offering to India? Was India comfortable accepting that offer, etc., etc.? So I think Secretary Lutnick should have given more detailed a statement over this India-US trade deal, because all we know right now is that the deal was decided. It was Prime Minister Modi. He should have called President Trump, and deal would have got finalized. This is what Secretary Lutnick is saying. But what were the conditions? Whether those conditions were favorable to India, whether India had accepted those conditions, that is something also which he should be talking about. So let's wait for 4 p.m. There's going to be the press conference of Ministry of External Affairs as a spokesperson this evening. Perhaps we will definitely be asking him this question about the claims made by Secretary Lutnick.
Yes, at the moment it appears as though strong signals are being sent by Secretary Lutnick, but to what extent was India not okay, if at all, with these conditions put forth by the US? There is a lot of unclarity over the same, and the same is awaited still. But this also comes on the back of the 500% tariff threat. Siddhant, how does that change the game really, and what could this mean for India?
Well, Kutsween, talking what is happening in public domain, what we are reporting every month, both sides are proactively engaging. In fact, there have been multiple trade delegations going from India to the United States. In fact, they have also been sending their delegations to India. Both sides have remained in touch, and both sides are working hard to find solution and get the deal done. So it's not that India has said that they don't want the deal or they're happy with the 25% additional tariff. India has never said that. India is really hopeful. In fact, Minister Goyal has been saying this again and again. And not only United States, in fact, with the other countries also. You see, India has signed 8 FTAs in last 1 year. The number itself says for India's policy that India is willing to sign FTAs. India is willing to remove the tariff lines and believes in free flow of goods and services. And the same policy applies when it comes to the United States. So it's not that India does not want to do the deal. It's not that India is not interested in speaking to the United States. Both sides have been engaging. There have been multiple levels of meetings between the two countries. Now, what conditions were offered by United States, whether those conditions were not accepted by India, were they expecting India to be agreeing to those conditions and sign a deal? So these are some very complicated and sensitive issues. And as I said, that we will be taking this question with the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs today. Let's see what he has to say, what Indian government has to say on this statement made by.
We'll wait for that formal confirmation and try and understand what this broadly means going forward. Thank you so much, Siddhant, in the meanwhile, for joining us with that update and that reaction that's come in from the US. Shifting our focus now to the Madras High Court and how it's set to pronounce its order on the CBFC certification of Vijay's film Jana Nayagan, which has been delayed amid controversy. The film's producers approached the court seeking a direction to the CBFC to issue a censor certificate alleging undue delay. The DMK in the meanwhile has questioned its ally Congress over its vocal support for Vijay's film, with some leaders calling it a drama and questioning the timing. The BJP, on the other hand, claims there's growing rift in the INDI bloc. The film fraternity has come out in support of Vijay, demanding that art be kept out of politics. The CBFC, remember, on its part had initially recommended a UA 16+ certificate for the film, but later referred it to a revising committee following a complaint. The producers argue that the delay is causing irreparable damage and financial losses. First up, we play out a few reactions and then we'll go across to our experts joining us this morning.
In Jana Nayagan, there is no problem with the censor. See, it has got certain scenes regarding referring our military and forces. And for that kind, using some medal, even medal badges, you have to get clearance from Home Ministry. They didn't get it. That's the main problem. So after seeing the censor, they have given some corrections. They made the corrections. But one of the members found out that they have not obtained the NOC from Home Ministry.
Bringing in our experts this morning, Mr. S. Muralidharan, political analyst, alongside Mr. Rajagopalan, senior journalist, with us on the broadcast. Good morning to the both of you. I do want to first understand from Mr. Muralidharan on what his take is. We're seeing the world of cinema and art in a way blend with the world of politics, and that's not a surprise to anyone given how this is a crucial election year in the state. But your thoughts on what's really happening here and how the TVK is also being spoken of alongside the film and the postponement, on what this could mean for the political future in Tamil Nadu.
Absolutely nothing. I mean, see, this is such a trivial issue. I mean, it never happened before. You know, movies get released, they probably get held up for a day or two. But if we're going to wait for a verdict, etc., that shows the impact the movie could create. And there are other political parties in the fray who want this movie shelved for good, and some of them want this movie to be seen by everybody. So there are multiple factions. You know, there are still the alliances are not firm in Tamil Nadu. TVK still is not allied with anybody. There is one side you have NDA, other side you have Congress. So nothing is signed as of now. So you might have enemies within, you know, trying to stall the movie. But I think he'll come.
Interesting you say that. What are you implying here, Mr. Muralidharan, when you say that there could be enemies who are possibly looking at further postponement of the film?
There are powerful forces, right? They've been in politics for donkeys years. And I mean, the TVK is a new entrant, and obviously we don't know the tricks of the trade. So they will do everything. You know, you had this Karur incident where, 41 people lost their lives, and see where the investigation is heading. The investigation is heading towards a sabotage by the ruling dispensation. So nothing can be ruled out. They will do anything. This is politics, end of the day, right? This is how it's played, whether it's India or abroad. JFK was shot dead. Similarly, politics is that bad. It's, that's ruthless. So it will happen. Anything is possible in politics. So in that, so we hope for the best, and we hope that Madras High Court will not let everyone down, because the advance booking is done and everybody is anticipating this movie, especially fans world over, not just Tamil Nadu alone. You have the international audience, you have the other audience like Kerala and Andhra, in Karnataka. So there are so many people waiting for this movie. So let's wait and see.
Mr. Rajagopalan, TVK is in a way emerging as a political force to reckon with. And the manner in which all political stakeholders are open to a future alliance or the possibility of the same with the TVK is an example or a feeling that reiterates that thought. But how do you see this playing out overall with now, the DMK gunning for the Congress, for backing TVK as far as this film is concerned and how it's led to this postponement? How do you see this playing out politically?
Today is a very crucial day for Vijay, that cine star, superstar of Tamil Nadu film industry. Mr. Vijay is not fighting the DMK. Vijay is fighting the Red Giant, the company owned by Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin, who is putting lot of spokes in the release of this film. That is what the internal details are being said. Now coming to the point of India alliance, suddenly why should Congress support Jananayakan? Till yesterday they were not doing. Is it a bargaining power with DMK? These are all certain things. But in short, I tell you, Ishreen.
But unlikely, Mr. Rajagopalan, that the DMK will give in to that pressure, because TVK has made it amply clear that there's no question of any future with DMK. We're going to fight against that party no matter what.
That's correct. That's correct. But in all respects, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has spoken to Mr. Vijay on the day of Karur incident. Vijay is facing immense problem with the state administration, thanks to the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister who want to crush Vijay, who want to finish Vijay, because they want to ensure that film industry is, akin to the Tamil Nadu politics, not only, Vijay and his producers like Rajinikanth, Kamal Haasan, Jayalalitha, MGR, like that. So for the last 50 years, the cine industry has a deep roots with Indian politics, Tamil Nadu politics. That is now playing it out. It is an existential crisis for DMK to control Vijay. If at all they could not do it, the 2026 election is going to be a big, slap on DMK, because Tamil Nadu is facing under lot of anti-incumbency feeling. And Vijay wants to exploit it as a true politician and also true, cine star. It is a do or die situation for Mr. Vijay. For another half an hour, it will decide the fate of Vijay. Whatever the Tamil Nadu High Court decides, rules, that will be, they will go to Supreme Court or they may settle down. Whatever that, the fans of Vijay, huge following, immense following, they are all disappointed with the DMK or with BJP, whatever that, Central Board of Film Certification, they have already given a certificate already. One, Vijay also had some sort of, demands with the CBSC. We have to wait and watch, Ishri.
Interesting development taking place as we speak. It's not just limited to Jananayagan. Stay on with us, both of you. There's more news coming in on how after Vijay's Jananayagan, now Sivakarthikeyan's star Parashakti has been held up over censor clearance. The movie starring Siva, produced by Stalin Skin, is yet to get the censor certificate. The movie is slated for release on the 10th of January, that is tomorrow. But the censor board has recommended more than 10 cuts for the film Parashakti. The production team had recently submitted documents to verify historical details for the movie. I do want to go across to Purnima Murli, who joins us with more details. Purnima, now there's a DMK link or an angle to this film, and we're looking at possibly, the future not looking as great. The release is